next story is some sad news that has a happy result. Yes, this is from Bravery on the Independent. The family of a young boy who survived being thrown from the 10th floor of London's Tate Modern Art Gallery has said he's been able to achieve his goal of being able to run, jump, and swim again. The French boy was 6 years old when he was thrown from a balcony by a then 17-year-old jaunty Bravery. The boy was on holiday with his family in 2019 when he was attacked and survived a 30-meter fall with his life-changing injuries, including a bleed to the brain, fractures to his spine, and broken arms and legs. Lucky to survive. His family gave out an update on the GoFundMe page, which presently has £487,954 raised to give the body medical care and rehabilitation. They confirmed he was able to progress with his running, jumping, and swimming before his next operation. Our little knight has long set himself the goal of being able to run, jump, and swim again. He can't do it like the other children his age, of course, but we can no longer describe what he does in any other way than by saying it's running, jumping, and swimming, the family said in a statement. It's different, only over a few meters or a very small height, but it's an incredible achievement. We are happy that he has been able to reach this stage of progress before his next operation. Indeed, he will have to be immobilized again for nearly 2 months in early 2026. This is an essential step for him to progress further and reduce his pain, but we know it will be a difficult milestone to overcome. Our son is apprehensive about his operation, but the surgeon is relying on all progress that has been made so far to reassure him of the future benefits and how much he will be able to do even better afterwards. The boy's memory skills are still limited, and the family added, but they are functional and still improving, because he did have a brain bleed, so he probably had some brain damage, meaning he will acquire general knowledge at his own pace. He's also maturing, thanks to work with psychomotor therapists, allowing him to relax. Today, our preteen, we have to face facts, he's not a little boy anymore, has understood that he needs to give himself breaks. We need to remind him less. He also found a place in the local middle school, although he's only able to attend half the classes as he has to do 10 rehabilitation sessions per week, which means the family are looking to move to find a new school to accommodate. Autistic teenager Bravery was in supported accommodation at the time of the attack, but allowed out unsupervised. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't say it's not completely his fault that he threw a child off of a building, but also he was supposed to be supervised, and where were his supervisors? He was in supported accommodation, which means they knew that he needed to be supervised, and then he wasn't, so... Sadly, he was sentenced and served at least 15 years in prison for attempted murder and may never be freed. Miss Justice McGowan said, as she sentenced him in June 2020, "You had intended to kill someone that day. You almost killed a 6-year-old boy. You will spend the greater part, if not all of your life, detained. You may never be released." So, that's the result of that. But luckily, the boy has been able to live a very... I don't want to say a comfortable life, but he's not given up, and he's living, and that's what's important. Even if you get tossed off a building at 30 meters, don't let the world get you down. You can still win, especially with all the medical. We cover this every Tuesday, right? All the medical progress we've made and all sorts of things. It's not a death sentence if you break all of your limbs.
Yeah. Yes, definitely surviving that. Again, things fall at the same rate, no matter how much they weigh.
Yes,
right?
The gravity is always the same, but there is a thing called.
However, the impact is going to be less for somebody that weighs less. It's more of the impact, not the speed.
Yeah,
it's like the first 99 feet of that fall were a breeze, right? This the last foot was terrible.
And a 6-year-old boy is not really going to know how to, tuck and roll or whatever. So,
of course,
he
the
probably
Joker
landed
reminds
just
me
straight on his back.
Right. Learning to fly is a joke. The song reminds me, but it's not a joke. All these songs that are called "Learning to Fly"
Pause your joke.
Are actually metaphors.
Pause your joke. We're getting rated right now on Twitch.
By who? What does
hold
that
that
mean?
thought. Hello, thank you for raiding. Welcome, raiders. You were last playing Silent Hill. Well, you know, we're talking about news. We're not playing Silent Hill, but thank you for raiding, and I hope you had a good stream. Don't forget to take some time for yourself to drink water and stretch those legs and look out the window for 15 minutes. That's very important after looking at your computer for who knows how long. Look out the window. So thank you for raiding. Oh, it's Zach. It's Salty. It's Salty. Hey, Salty. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for raiding, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Continue with your thing you wanted to say about learning to fly.
Learning to fly is a song. It's a metaphor. So I don't think I'm
Yes.
making a joke, which I accidentally said joke. It's a metaphor. It's like you got to walk, crawl, whatever it is, and you just got to get back on your feet. And, you know, the various versions of the same. There's Pink Floyd called Learning to Fly. By Petting the Heartbreakers called Learning to Fly. There's a song by Foo Fighters called Learn to Fly. So they're basically the same thing. They're not about... Tom Petty's deal was getting off drugs. He was learning to fly without drugs, right? Anyway, that was your little metaphor.
But it's also about, but you could also take it as
me.
the metaphor of learning to, you know, do something you thought wasn't possible, right?
You could also take it literally as a joke. So, because somebody tried to see if he could fly. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And my thing,
I
the
wish there was
punishment
more
before the
details
show-
here about the actual thing, but it sounds like, I guess they just found him utterly and totally
saying-
guilty, and there was no story behind it, so.
What I'm saying is that this kid decided that the 10-year-old could fly. Let's see if he can fly. That was my thing before the show. Anyway, the punishment.
Maybe a 6-year-old can fly. They're lighter. Maybe they have more hollow bones. Obviously.
Right. So no, I'm just saying he probably just needs a higher height to take off from, right? Because you need time to get your wings spread. Shit, it doesn't always happen, right? You need a big takeoff too. I think a catapult's an ideal way to start him on his way. But that's just my idea.